Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Behind me you might be able to see is the Caterham Super 7 1600. Last year, hopefully you remember, I drove the Caterham 310R. This is similar in a lot of ways, but also it's a different car. I'll talk you through exactly why. But I've had a fantastic amount of fun with it. I've just been for a blast in it now. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that, let you know what I think of this fantastic little car. So parked up here, first thing you notice, other than the fact it doesn't look like a lot of other cars on the road, this stunning metallic blue colour. A lovely detail as well is the painted white nose. Shows a little bit of racing heritage. And then finally the tan leather interior, which gives a hint to the fact that this car is a little bit more luxurious than other Caterhams. The 310R I drove, R in the name, R for race, was a lot more stripped out. Bucket seats, which were an absolute pain to get in and out of, as well as harnesses, a removable Momo steering wheel, whereas this has got this vintage wood and metal steering wheel, and this lovely leather everywhere as well. And if you look over there, 1600 embossed in the dash. So this is a much more of a gentleman's Caterham, a cruiser, but that's not to say that it's also not an absolute animal when you get it out on the road. Elsewhere, what else is different? To be honest, there's not much to say. There aren't very many features on a Caterham for them to be different. It's got these chrome arch guards instead of carbon fibre. One of the key differences aesthetically is these big flared out arches at the front as well. It doesn't have that at all on the 310R and other similar models. So power, still got the 1.6 4-cylinder engine, but this has got about 135 horsepower, so a little bit down on power and a little bit up on weight as well, but it's still only about half a ton. But it's really lively. It's not as playful, it doesn't make the pops and bangs, and it won't spin the wheels absolutely all of the time like the 310R, but it can slide about as and when you please, even in that luxurious leather cabin. It's a fantastic driving experience. I'm going to jump on the road now and show you what it's like, show you what it's all about. So I'm inside the cabin. The car has a few quirks which you wouldn't really get on any other car. First of all, you can see the door is up there. These doors are removable and they just close up like that, and there's another little latch there, so you can open them, and if you're in a traffic jam and you're getting a little bit hot, you can open the door to let a bit of air in. If I just turn the ignition on, I'll show you some of the features before we go for a drive. Windscreen wipers, they're quite funny. Indicator. The blower, that blows hot or hotter, nothing else. And then we've got lights over there, a few other features. Got the speedo, but to be honest, you're looking at the road and you're experiencing the car, you're not really staring at the speedo in a car like this. And finally, big red button, and that is the starter button. So let's fire it up. Hear that 1.6 fire into life. Such a great noise. So now I'm behind the wheel of the Caterham Super 7 1600, and there's no better way of knowing about a car than going for a drive. So let's put this fantastic piece of kit to the test and go for a quick blast. Visceral, how pure the experience is behind the wheel of a Caterham. There are no aids whatsoever. There's barely a door. It's just you and the car and the road, and the car does exactly what you tell it to do, and it's fantastic. You can throw it around, you can slide it out of corners, and it never puts a foot wrong. It never does something unexpected, and it always puts a smile on your face. I absolutely love it. metal gear knob here. Really satisfying gear changes, 5-speed box. Just makes you want to drive and accelerate through the gears. So ever since I drove my first Caterham, I've been absolutely convinced that there is not a better driver's car. If you want to learn how to drive properly, if you want to learn how to control a car, then absolutely have a go in a Caterham. It's just you and the car and the road, and you can throw it about, and you know exactly what it's going to do, and it teaches you so much about how a car handles, how a car should handle. One little quirk I didn't mention, in there is a roof. This car does have a roof. I've had to have it up some of the days I've had it because of the rain, but it's a pain to get in and out of when the roof's up. So there you have it, guys, the Caterham Super 7 1600. It is £40,000, but you could easily spend twice as much and have half as much fun, believe me. And if someone offered me the keys now to, say, a Ferrari 488 or this for the weekend, I'd definitely take this. You haven't got the responsibility, you haven't got the worry of such a valuable, low, dangerous, overpowered car. Whereas this, you throw it around like a go-kart, and it's so rewarding. So absolutely every day of the week I'd take this instead, because it's just a better car and I love it. Thanks for watching, guys.